know why I insist on doing these dorky things. Purely for my own self-entertainment. Hello, everybody! Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat. I'm Sarah. I own this awesome yarn store located in downtown Hood River, Oregon. Never heard of that? It's the windsurfing capital of the world. But we are also online, and so we have friends far and wide. Every Tuesday, I go live from right here in my shop to make sure everybody knows all the latest everything. And that's what we're here to do today. So welcome. Thank you for joining me. As always, I have a nice long list of things that I need to remember to talk about. But I just added something, didn't write it on the list, but it's right in front of me because I want to tell you about this before the weather gets too hot to ship this to you. So we have a new line of treats because we might be a yarn store, but knitters need snacks. And crocheters and weavers and spinners, all of us, we need snacks. So this new line is by an Oregon company. It's called Oregon Bark. And oh my goodness, it's so good. So there are the Tom Bumble bars. Then this is the single, and then this is a 2-pack. This is like it's called a peanut butter flake candy. Think artisan made, more peanut buttery butterfinger, if that makes sense. So it's got a chocolate coating on the outside and it's crunchy. So good. So good. That's the Tom Bumble. And then there is Hazel Jones. And I just tried this for the first time last week, and I was so surprised at how much I liked it. This is a hazelnut rosemary crisp candy, gluten-free and vegan. I think these all are gluten-free and vegan. So I'm actually not a hazelnut fan. You probably thought it was the rosemary I wouldn't like. I was looking forward to the rosemary, but the whole thing was insanely delicious. So good. So, and this is just like a square bar, and it's kind of nuggety, like the Tom Bumble coated in chocolate. Similarly is the Ezra Cash, and this one is cashew cardamom crisp candy, delicious, and the Lou Whistle bar, which is 2 bars. I think it's 2 pieces. Pretty sure it's 2 pieces. It's a molasses pecan chew covered in chocolate. So if you're just needing to throw a little snack in your next order, I highly recommend the Oregon Bark chocolates, candies, deliciousness. Okay, that was not even on the list. Let me unearth the list. It's buried here. Next up, oh, you're gonna wanna stick around until the end of the video. Those of you watching will be rewarded. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. So we had a smashing Sunday doing our first ever MadMay Fun Day on Sunday, celebrating all things Madelinetosh and unicorn and glitter, and rainbows and everything happy. So we had 3 special yarns that were dyed just by Tosh for MadMay. We had a couple of exclusive kits for MadMay, and we took custom orders for nearly any Tosh base and nearly any color ever that they made. So we had so much fun, we thought maybe we'd extend that custom order period a few days. So if you missed out, you can actually still find the custom MadMay Tosh color, custom order product on our website. There's just so many words and all of that. And we have a link to where you can review colors. If you had come in store, you would have found this beauty, which I modeled on my head. This is, I think it's the Core 150 ring, but it's already like 5 years old. So I'm sure it's changed, but they're too fun to get rid of. I have another one that's even older. This is how we choose colors in addition to looking on the website. But you can even pick a color that's retired, as long as it's not on the absolutely can't dye list anymore, which we will check before we put your order in. You can choose your whatever color you like. So if you've always been a massive fan of the feels, but I haven't seen it in a store in a long time, you can order it on Tosh Merino Light, Twist Light, Tosh Sock, Pashmina, Woolcycle Sport, Farm Twist, Tosh DK, Wool Cotton, Tosh Vintage, Triple Twist, ASAP, or Bulky. So check that out, because this is the opportunity that does not come along very often to get whatever color you want. I mean, you'll have to wait probably about 6 weeks for it to be dyed, but it's not often that you just get to dictate. I would like 4 skeins of saffron, please. So that's something worth checking out. And then we actually, this is crazy, never happens, 1 kit left. Are you going to be the person that scores this? So these went live Sunday at 11 a.m. This is 2 skeins of Woolcycle Sport in black rainbow, and a special MadMay Snap bag. It's got an inside zipper pocket. It's got 2 side pockets in here. Nice size with a nice strap. And then it also comes with a coupon or a download code for the special shawl that was designed for MadMay. That's called Rainbow Road. And then also, did it fall out? I need to add it back in. Comes with a temporary tattoo. Super fun. 1 of these left. And we have a couple of skeins left outside of kits. So if you missed out on Sunday, there are a few skeins left in Merino Light, just a tiny bit. Some in DK, and then several in the Woolcycle Sport in the 3 special colors. So this is Cloudy with a Chance of Rainbows, which is also May's hue of the moment. This is Pocket Rainbow, so a white base with the same rainbow, and then Black Rainbow, which I'm realizing is hard to see against a black t-shirt. So all of these are fun. They make really fun splashes of color. You could even do some planned pooling business with these. Lots of ways to have a good time with rainbows for MadMay. All right, check. Look at me, I'm gonna check something off my list. Check. Okay, we have an upcoming knit along. I know that we're just wrapping up a current knit along, but we're gonna do another one. This is probably gonna be smaller because this isn't gonna appeal to everybody, but I just wanna make sure you know, we are going to do a Bertha knit along. So this is my Bertha sweater. Sorry, I got it twisted there. There's pictures of me in it on the website if you want to see it on. This is knit in Manos de Uruguay, Marla, and Sammy, and it is a really fun, straightforward intarsia project. So we hear a lot of people who are like really experienced knitters but have not yet tried intarsia or are intimidated by intarsia. So if that's you, you might want to do this knit along with us and rip off that Band-Aid. So Marla and Sammy, Marla, it takes 6 skeins for most sizes. You'll have to look at the notes in our post about it, but 6 different colors, 1 skein each. I used 2 skeins of my trim color, the hem, neckline, cuffs, etc. It might be 2 skeins and then single skeins of 5 other colors. But at any rate, it's really fun to pick the colors out. We're happy to help you. We have a large restock of Marla and Sammy arriving on Friday. It's going to be here Thursday. Got bumped, probably because of all that crazy storm business happening in the Midwest and the South right now. All those tornadoes. So anyways, it'll be here because right now we have a lot of warm colors, but no blues and very little just cool in general. So we're getting the full restock on Friday. If you're interested in joining us, our very first meetup will be May 31st, and then we'll do one every couple weeks in June just to help people get through. I mean, the sweater itself is actually not complicated at all. It's like, you know, a square pretty much. But, you know, if you haven't done intarsia before, it can be nice. Also, the pattern is written and translated to English, there's a little bit lost in translation. But since I've knit it before and Julia is over halfway through knitting it right now, that's why we're going to be here to help you. We have some notes about how to make it easier to read the pattern just a little bit. So, yes, think about joining us if you're interested. Bertha is one of my favorite sweaters ever. Once it was finished and I tried it on, I mean, it's just like your favorite sweatshirt that you just want to throw on all the time. It's so comfy and delicious. And this yarn is just so squishy. So squishy. All right. That was about Bertha. Check. Sip and Stitch is tomorrow at Crush Cider from 4 to 6:30 p.m. Come join us. You know we're a good time, right? Yeah, okay. Don't forget the anniversary weekend. Put it on your calendar. It is July 11 and 12 and 13. We actually have added a new event on Sunday the 13th. Tammy from Sinfully Soft Angoras is going to be here with a giant Angora bunny. We haven't done this in, I think, 5 years or so. And these bunnies are insane. They're so beautiful. They're like this big. If you go look on our website at the event listing, you can see a picture of me holding her bunny the last time. They're super sweet. And you can just hold them in your lap and pet them. And she'll be here with some of her yarns. So now we're going to have the lavender sheep pop up. We're going to have the dye workshop with lavender sheep on Friday. I think there's only 2 spots left in that. So if you've been thinking about it, maybe grab that spot now. Then we're going to have stitch night at my house Friday night. Then we're going to have all day open house Saturday from 11 to 3 with lots of specials and anniversary exclusive items. And Sunday we will have Tammy from Sinfully Soft here with her bunny. So, woo, make sure this is on your calendar. It's going to be something very, very fun. Okay, guess what? I get to check again. Check. Okay, we have a new yarn. We've got a brand new fingering weight cotton that stripes. This is something that does not come along very often, and so I like to grab it if it's quality, and I encounter it because people who really truly cannot do wool miss out on a lot of the fun color that is happening in the wool world because they need it on a cotton or a plant fiber. And Lane du Nord came out with this new yarn this spring summer called Inca Cotton, and I was like, woo, get it. And because we got it, we got a model. This is my friend. But isn't this adorable? This is one colorway and it just does all this work for you. Super, super cute. Now, this is a European pattern and it's pieced, bottom up pieced. We don't love that, but there are some very good basic raglan sweaters out there, both by like Tin Can Knits, Isolde Teague, very basic, that you could use instead. You're looking for a fingering gauge raglan crew neck basic sweater. This one is available. It's called Inca Cotton, and we have the link to it in our blog post, which I think Julia just shared. So if you did want to make this one, there is 4 sizes. This is the size 38, and it took 4 balls. A color 6. Here's color 6. So this is how it looks in the ball. You can see that it's going to change colors because obviously it's got lots going on. And let's see here. Oh, I didn't bring glasses. There's 394 yards. It's a 100-gram ball. Now, it is still fingering weight, but cotton weighs a little more than wool, so you typically have a slightly less yardage in a 100-gram skein of cotton than you would in a 100-gram skein of wool. Just remember that. Oh, God, that even got smaller. 6.5. About, yeah, 6.5 stitches to the inch. So definitely down there in the fingering. It says like a US 3 to a 4, but that's probably about what that was made on. Anyways, it's very useful. It would make beautiful shawls with the way that it stripes, scarves, sweaters. You could knit it probably up to about 5.5 stitches to the inch if you wanted something really lightweight and gauzy. It'd be a great like throw on cardigan for wearing in the evenings. So that was color 6. This is what our sample is in. This kind of gives you an idea how it's gonna work up. Like you're gonna get these alternating stripes of color. So I brought over some more colors to show you. Color 3, this is right up my alley. Oh, this would be so beautiful crocheted. I bet the way the color moves would be so, so nice. Like in a crocheted summer cardigan or slightly open. This is color 1. Nice kind of cool tones of pink, blue, turquoise. Color 2. Wait, what? 3. Okay, yeah. 2. A little bit more natural colors, blues, golds, browns. 4. Green, burgundy blue, kind of navy. I brought two color 3 over. This happens. This is how sometimes it gets confusing because this is how different they could look in next to each other on the shelf, but they're still the same colorway. It's just what you've got wrapped around the outside is different with each one. Did I already call this one color 1? I swear I did. Yes. Okay. Here's a great example. These are both color 1. It just goes to show you can't see all of the color on the outside of the ball. It's kind of nice to peek inside like this to get an idea of all the colors that might be represented. So when we do that, we do see more pink, etc. So really beautiful, really fun new yarn. There's one more new yarn. Okay, I've got to like move everything. So we got the solids of this in a little month ago, and Jill made her market bag. And now we have the prints. How cute is this purse, tote, bag? This is crocheted. It's got such a fun shape. Totally sits on your shoulder. This would be a really great beach bag. Yeah, yeah. So this was done in the multi of natural bag with the solid for the trim. Gosh, they did not put a lot of information on the tags for these samples they send us. It might be just called natural bag. I can't tell. Julia, I'm sure will investigate, but it's full of the yarn so that I can show it to you. This is not a yarn that you're going to want to make like your next comfiest sweater out of. I mean, this is definitely something made to be a tote bag, market bag, a basket for your desk, etc. It's cotton and jute, so it's fairly rough. But that's what makes it hold up so well in the bag form. So we've got really fun, bright solids. I think you've probably already seen most of these because I showed them off a while ago. But here's all the solids. All right. See? Okay. Now we also, oops, there's another solid. We also have really beautiful multis. Natural bag print. Sorry, I can't come to the phone. So here are some of the multi-shades that we got in. There's 5 different shades of multi. I love this one. So this has 109 yards per 100 grams. So it's like a fairly heavy worsted is where it's categorized. They're saying you could work it anywhere on a 3 to an 8 or a D to an H hook. I think it would be awfully darn tight and hard on a 3 or a D. Maybe more on the upper end of those ranges. Yeah, just for your own sanity, so you don't like develop tendonitis trying to crochet a bag. But anyways, check that out. It's the perfect summer project because A, market bags. Who does not need a market bag? And then B, it's not so hot. It's just cotton and jute. Doesn't make you sweat sitting in your lap. All right, those were the 2 newest arrival yarn roundups. So let me just quickly check. The next thing on my list involves something that's at my house and I forgot to bring it. So we're gonna bump that to next week. Okay, next. Clue 4 has just been released this morning in the Not Another Dead Body Mystery Knit Along 2. And that means that up through Clue 3 is now revealed. So I have my completed all washed up shawl here, and I'm going to show you part of it because I can't show you the whole thing yet, but mine is finished and I want to show it to you because this has to do with my last announcement, which I am on. I just bumped everything in the sale up. I added yarns to the sale and I bumped 25% off to 50 and 50% off to 75. And I'm telling you guys first, I'm going to send out a newsletter tomorrow morning, but I thought everyone who shows up on these videos deserves a little perk. And so you get to know now, if you go on the website, these changes are already there. They've been made. So if you were eyeballing something, it's probably increased in discount, but you should also look at everything that's 25% off because I've added things to the sale like this. This is my all washed up, and I'm trying to just strategically only show you through clue 3. It's hard to see because of the lighting and the color. Okay, that's all. That's all I'm gonna show you. It's so soft. This is made out of Amano Awa, and Awa is a, gosh, with the tiny writing again. Sorry, guys. Okay. 55 baby alpaca, 26 merino, and 19 Pima cotton. So alpaca merino cotton blend, so soft, DK weight. I used 2.5 skeins for my shawl and I made size 2 with armhole openings. And both of these colors have enough for you to make all washed up if you were interested. There's more than 3 skeins of both of these. This one is 1124. And the gold is 1101. So just in case, you know, you're interested, they're on sale now. Awa has entered the sale. Unfortunately, one of the biggest brands that's hit with price increases is Amano. And they're all going up. Like a lot of Barocco prices are going up on June 1st. But Amano, it almost was every yarn in their line, and Awa is taking a pretty big hike. So our inventory was getting low. We just decided we would say a fond farewell for now. It'll be interesting to see how things settle once all these price increases have taken effect. The needle stuff all has gone into effect as of the 15th. And then yarns are starting to go into effect about June 1st. So, okay, so that was everything. I actually showed you everything already. That was just leading up to my big announcement. Thank you for sticking around, which is the sale has increased. Discounts have increased. Go get it. Get it before it's gone because our new stuff is starting to come. We're going to start getting new yarn as early as next week. So, or end of this week. We need the room on the shelves, folks. Come on. We need you to do your part and take what you can. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in yet again. I will see you back here, same time, same place, next Tuesday. It's a date. Ciao.